another special case problem, and it is again a side view problem. You got to generate the side view in order to complete the solution for this problem. Why it is called special case? Because you don't have the planar lamina mentioned here, whether it is rectangle, square, pentagon or hexagon. Instead, it is given as a mirror. Now let's note down the data and we'll start the solution. This problem is actually a very special problem. You don't find this type of problem anywhere in your syllabus when you compare it with all the remaining problems. Why? Because here it is given as mirror, which is actually a rectangular shape, and it says that this mirror is inclined to the wall. Now what do we mean by wall? The wall is simply the another name for the vertical plane. If you stand in your room and just watch the wall, okay, you will see that the wall will appear vertical, right, and it is a plane, right? So we call this wall as a vertical plane, right? So if it is mentioned as inclined to wall, it is nothing but the mirror is inclined to the vertical plane. This mirror is inclined to the vertical plane till the front view appears as a square of 30 millimeters. So as I've told you, first we'll draw an XY line and then I'll talk more about it so that you understand the problem in a more clearer way. So as I've told you in the previous problems, the first thing that you need to decide for the first position is where you're supposed to draw the plane figure. So in this problem, the plane is a mirror which has unequal dimensions, so it is nothing but a rectangle. So I need to decide whether to draw the rectangle in the front view or to draw the rectangle in the top view. This is a question you need to answer for the first position, right? In the other problems what we have solved in previous tutorial videos, you will see that the plane will be inclined to one lamina, or the plane would be resting on edge or corner with respect to VP or HP, using which we were finding out where to draw the plane figure, right? If you just recall it. If you have no idea about it, you can go back to that video, have a look at it, how did we decide the first position, and come back here, right? Right? In this problem, the inclination is given with respect to the wall. As I already mentioned, wall means it is simply the vertical plane. If you continue reading it, the question says the lamina or the mirror is inclined to VP. If the mirror is inclined to VP, then the front view is becoming a square of 30 millimeters. If you want the front view as square in the front view, if you want the mirror to look like a square in the front view, then in the first position we want the mirror to be as a rectangle, right? Only if it is a rectangle in the first position, in the second position we can convert it into a square. This we have done it with respect to rectangular problems, that was in the previous tutorial video. Here also it is similar to that, but note that this problem is quite different. So let me get into that difference shortly. So if this is the case, in previous problems what we have made is, we would judge whether to keep the rectangle with shorter edge on the left or to keep the rectangle with longer edge on the left. These are the two possibilities for the first position, right? And if you just assume a wall, right, this is a wall. So wall is nothing but vertical plane, as I've already mentioned. So if this is the wall that I'm considering, it will obviously have the floor. Imagine the room in which you are staying, right? So if you have the wall standing vertical, the horizontal plane will simply be the floor, as you see here. So the question says that the mirror is actually inclined to the wall. So I need to rest a mirror on the wall like this. Now if you imagine a mirror, okay, it is not stick to the wall, it is not hung on the wall, it is actually inclined to the wall. So say I'm just going to draw a mirror which is of rectangular shape. Right? So this is the mirror. Right, you have a mirror which is inclined to the wall. Okay, if it is inclined to the wall, this should be the position, right? What they've asked you is, they've asked you to find out the angle or the inclination with respect to the wall. As you see here, find the inclination of the mirror with the wall. So we need to find out this inclination. So if this is the position of the mirror according to the problem, in the front view means we need to look perpendicular to the vertical plane. So this will give you the front view. So in the front view, it is going to look like a square of 30 millimeters. That is what the question is telling, right? So if you want to make the front view as square in the second position, we want to keep the mirror in such a way that it is stick to the wall. So here I have drawn one more sketch just to show you the first position of the mirror, right? So we have the wall and the floor. So this is the second position what we need to get so that the front view will become a square. You will have the front view becoming square. The original shape of the given lamina is simply what? The rectangle, right? But in the second position it is going to change its shape to square. The original shape will be changed to a square only when you give a inclination to it. So that inclination is what we are trying to find out. So this will give you the second position, right? So what happens in the first position? In first position I want the mirror to be at 0 angle to the vertical plane. So if it is 0 angle to the vertical plane, so this is the mirror which is on VP, which is at 0 degrees to VP, right? So this will give you the first position. So if it is looked from the front view, it is going to look like a rectangle of 30 by 40. So this is the shorter edge of 30, this is the longer edge of 40 millimeters. Why we are taking this longer edge on the left side? If this is the front view of the observer, we have the longer edge on the left side. So I need to draw the rectangle such that the longer edge is on the left side with this position, not the shorter edge on the left. Why I need to keep it like this? Because if you observe the given data, right, the third data, it says that the longer side of the mirror is perpendicular to both HP and VP. So first what we'll do is I am going to keep it vertical in VP, which means that it is actually 90 degrees to HP. If you measure the angle here, this is going to be 90 degrees, right? So this longer edge means 40 millimeters. The longer edge is at an angle of 90 degrees to the horizontal plane. Later we will also convert the longer edge perpendicular to VP also, which I'll show it to you in continuing the solution, right? So I hope now all of you are clear that the mirror first position should be drawn such that the longer edge is on the left side and this plane figure should be drawn on VP. Why? Because I want the front view to become a square in the second position. And you must observe that the rectangle or the mirror is initially resting on the XY line. So now we have the mirror drawn in the front view with the longer edge perpendicular to the XY line. Now if this is actually sticked on to the vertical plane, that is at 0 degree and at 0 distance from the vertical plane, this mirror will actually lie on the XY line in the top view, right? So we will complete the top view by drawing projection lines from all the points. So when we draw projection lines from all the points till XY line, we are going to get the dark line exactly on XY line itself. So this will represent the top view. So seeing from top, the first point is D and then you have A, and over this side you have C and then you have B. So we'll write it as, so this is the front view and the top view for the mirror in the first position. So in the given data it says that in the second position the front view is going to look like a square of 30 millimeters. So here I need to draw in the second position a square of 30 millimeters. Now once we are done with the square in the front view in second position, what we used to do in all the previous problem is that we see that if this is changing its shape, we would incline the top view, right? This is what we did in previous problems. But all of you observe, according to the first position to the second position, we don't see the horizontal distance changing here, right? We had 30 millimeters in the first position, horizontal distance. In second position also, the horizontal distance remains 30 millimeters only. So if the length has not changed, you can't give any inclination for the top view in the second position, which means that here the mirror is not giving any inclination to the XY line in the top view. Instead, the mirror is actually reducing its vertical length, right? The 40 mm is reduced to 30 millimeters. Now where do we get this angle? This dimension is changing in the front view, or the angle is not changing in the horizontal plane, which means that we need to incline this vertical edge in some other plane, right? So we have VP and HP. So the other plane what we can use here is either a left profile plane or a right profile plane, because this mirror inclination to the wall is happening or is visible only in the side view. Let me just clarify it to you in a much better way. If you just have a look at the previous drawing what we did, right? So here we have the mirror parallel to the vertical plane such that the longer edge is perpendicular to the horizontal plane, and here we have made the mirror inclined to the wall, right? So if the mirror is getting inclined to the wall, let me have view from the side view. So if the observer is present here, this is going to be left side view, which will actually fall on the right profile plane. If I simply draw a right profile plane here, that is right profile plane, this angle will be visible here. So this plane will look like a line in the side view, right? So this side view is what I am supposed to generate here in order to find out this inclination of the mirror with respect to the wall, right? So draw the left side view. It is not that you have to use left side, you can also draw right side view, which you will get it on the left profile plane, but according to the solution and the space what I have in the problem, I am going to use the right profile plane because I have more space on the right side. So here I have drawn an x1 y1 line which separates the right profile plane. So we will consider this plane on the right side as right profile plane. So here I am supposed to generate the side view for the first position and the second position. Note here that in the previous problems or any other problems that you see, we draw the top view, front view in the first position, and then we draw the top view, front view in the second position, and then we draw the top view, front view in the third position. But here we are not doing it in the top view, we are doing it in the side view. That is the only difference in this problem, because according to the conditions what is given here, we can't proceed it with the second position, right? Second position top view, we need to go for the side view. From D dash C dash we will draw a straight line, and from A dash B dash you draw a straight line. So these points what you get here, seeing from the left, first point is D, next is C. So side view will be named as D double dash and C double dash. Over here first point is A, next is B. So you are going to get A double dash and B double dash. Join from A double dash to D double dash, you will get the side view. So as I showed you the first position here, the mirror is actually placed on the wall. It is kept sticked on to the wall, which means that you're going to find the side view which looks like a line is actually lying on the vertical line of the right profile plane. The vertical line of the right profile plane simply represents the vertical plane, as I already told you in one of the previous problems, right? So in this horizontal line will represent the horizontal plane. This is applicable only for the right profile plane. When you consider right profile plane, vertical line is VP, horizontal line is HP. Now this side view what we see here is the side view for the first position of the mirror. So in the first position of the mirror, the longer edge is actually perpendicular to the horizontal line, and this 40 millimeters is actually parallel to the vertical line. If you just have a look at the sketch what we have drawn here, you can observe carefully that the mirror, when it is sticked onto the wall in the first position, we will see that this 40 mm is actually parallel to the wall, right? It is parallel to the wall. What happens here in the second position is that this longer edge becomes some inclination to the vertical wall. So that is the question that is given. It is inclined to the wall, right? So this longer edge becomes at some inclination to the wall. We don't know at what inclination it is going to be, but one thing is sure, that when this is inclined, the projection in the vertical plane, this length is going to reduce to 30 millimeters. Initially it was 40 millimeters, and here it gets reduced to 30 millimeters, right? So when does this 40 reduce to 30? When that edge is actually inclined to the vertical plane. So what are we supposed to do here now? According to the thing what we saw here, we want the mirror to be inclined to the vertical wall, which means that all of you observe the points present here are still on the vertical plane. So according to the sketch what we have drawn, the points are C dash and D dash. So here also we had C dash and D dash. Now C dash and D dash are dropping its position from 40 millimeter height to a height of 30 millimeters, right? But make sure that C dash D dash still lies on the vertical plane itself. So what we need to do next is that we see here that C double dash D double dash has to be drawn at the distance of C dash D dash in the second position. So we know that the point C dash D dash will lie on the projection line of the C dash D dash from the second position. As we already saw here that C dash D dash should still be kept on the vertical plane. If you observe here in the right profile plane, this vertical line itself represents the vertical plane. So this C double dash D double dash. So this C double dash and D double dash should come to a distance of 30 millimeters looking from the side view, that is on this projection line. So this will be the new position of the 2 points C double dash and D double dash. So this will happen, initially the mirror was kept like this. Now the mirror is actually being inclined in this manner such that the 2 points C double dash and D double dash are still on the vertical line. Excuse me for this. This is going to be in the bracket and this is going to be outside the bracket. First position side view, and in the next position side view we are actually inclining the plane, right, or inclining the mirror. So C double dash D double dash has same point, which means that this point A double dash and B double dash has to move from its position on the horizontal line. We have that in the first position of the side view, which will give you the true length of the side view, right, which is actually 40 millimeters, right? So keep the compass needle at C double dash and D double dash 40 millimeters, which you have measured using a compass. Keep the compass needle at C double dash and D double dash and cut the arc on the horizontal line. So where it intersects, that will be the new position of A double dash and B double dash. Join this with a dark line that will give you the side view of the mirror such that the mirror is inclined to the wall. So if this is the mirror of the red color what you see here, the angle what you find here will be the angle with respect to the wall, and the angle that you find here will be the angle with respect to the horizontal plane, which is nothing but floor. Why I am telling you floor? Because if this is the wall, obviously the horizontal plane should be the floor, as we see in a room. Use a protractor and measure this angle. You are supposed to get 42 degrees. But note one thing here, the second position is still incomplete. Why? Because we have the front view, top view in the first position, but we have only the front view in the second position. We don't find the top view. From the side view what we have generated here, you can draw projection lines to 45-degree line here and bring it back so that we get the top view over here. So use a protractor, mark the point and draw a 45-degree line next to the horizontal plane. We have the horizontal plane below the XY line, so next to horizontal plane you draw that 45-degree line. Excuse me because I have already written this, so don't mind, I am just going to overwrite it. So you drop the projection lines from all the 4 points of the final position. The final position for this problem is the mirror inclined to the wall, that is a red color. So you draw projection lines from A double dash till the 45-degree line and bring it back till it reaches the projection line from A dash. So this intersection will give you the new point A. In the same manner you find out all the remaining points. Drop a projection line from B double dash, it will be on the same line. Bring it back till it reaches the line from B dash. So here I have B dash. When I drop it here, this new point will be the new position of point B, right? So vertical line and a horizontal line till that particular point. If I drop a line from C double dash and D double dash, it will intersect at the origin itself because it is going to touch the 45-degree line at the origin. Bring it back. So this point will be the point of, if I am dropping from C double dash till C dash, this point will represent new point C. D double dash till the point of D dash, this point will represent D. That gives the solution for this mirror problem. For any doubts or clarifications, you can drop a comment or contact me through my mail ID.